Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro. And today in the Bible Bistro, we're going to be looking at verses 4 and 5 in Psalm 1. Now, Psalm 1 is, in a way, it sets the standard for the rest of the Psalter. In a way, because it creates a comparison. And there's so much comparison, even down to the finest level of couplets that are created by the poets here in the Old Testament book of Psalms. Even down to that fine level, we have such a wonderful, striking, stealing, sometimes, comparisons between good and bad, light and dark, weak and strong. There are just so many. And today, in Psalm 1, we're going to see how in a larger level, in the structure of the entire psalm, we have this beautiful comparison and contrast created for us. And it's created with this lovely language that the psalmist is using about the blessed man. Now, we started with him. We know how he discriminates in company and his time and energy. We know what he does in verse 2. We know how that translates into his life, because in verse 3, we found out he's like a tree. A tree has plenty of water, it's in good soil, it's fruitful, it doesn't wither, and it prospers. And we made comparison to Joshua chapter 1 as we looked at that. Now today, we're going to look at verse 4 and verse 5 in the wicked man. So the wicked man, and this again is my translation, I don't recommend this, but it'll help us if you're reading your translation to make comparison between the two. Let me read verse 4 and 5. Not so the wicked, but he will be like the chaff which the wind drives asunder. Therefore the wicked will not stand up in judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. Not so the wicked. All right, so we right off the bat, we have the comparison striking us. The comparison, the contrast is vivid. So we began with the man who's blessed because he's prosperous. He doesn't walk with the sinner, the wicked, the scorner. What does he do? Well, he is meditating in the law of the Lord. Not so the wicked. Now we're introduced to the wicked man up there in verse 1. He has a way, and that way is the way in which the blessed man was not to walk. So now we come back and we're going to look at the wicked man and what happens to him. He's like the chaff. Now, the blessed man was like a tree. So we have a similitude again. The blessed man's similitude was like a tree planted. Here we have the wicked man like the chaff. He's not planted. He's not stable. He's not growing. Chaff is dead. Chaff is just on the ground, and it is subject to be blown about, which we're told happens, which the wind drives asunder. So he might be here one minute and he might be there the next. The wicked man is not stable in any of his ways. There's no life in him. He's not producing anything. He's just the leftover from something that was produced. The chaff is just the husk of the grain that comes off when winnowing takes place. It's just light and wispy. It has no substance and it has no use. So the wicked is like the chaff, not like the tree. The wicked is driven asunder by the wind. He's not planted by the rivers of water. Therefore the wicked will not stand in judgment, nor the sinner in the congregation of the righteous. Where was it that the blessed man was not standing? He was not standing with the sinner. He was not seated in the seat of the scorner. Now here the wicked is not standing in judgment, nor is he in the congregation of the righteous. That is, he's not standing there with the rest. Why is that? Because he's wicked. He doesn't delight in the law of the Lord. He doesn't meditate on that law day and night. He's not prosperous. He's not living. He's not planted. He's not stable. He's like the chaff that just gets blown about. It's dead. It's useless. It's garbage. It's trash on the ground, and it's just blown around. So tomorrow we'll look at the result of the wicked man's variableness and deadness and see that and contrast it with the result of the blessed man. So I hope you'll join me then here on Daily Dose Radio.